Are you taking Zora Foley too lightly?
Why would you say that?
Because every indication has been that you're confident that you can beat Zora.
I'm confident I can whip all of them. This ain't nothing new. My image has been confident. What you're trying to make it look like something new for? I'm always confident I can whip all of them.
You're being extremely truculent.
Whatever truculent mean, if that's good, I'm that.
In point of fact, he liked Zora Foley. He seemed almost kind to the veteran fighter who later died in a tragic accident at his home in Arizona. But in the 7th round, it was time to end it. And so Ali did. After Zora Foley came the greatest crisis of his life. April 28th, Knights of America became his forum. And then, October 26, 1970, Atlanta, Georgia, Jerry Quarry, tremendous gash over Quarry's left eye. And in the 3rd round, the fight had to be stopped. The champion was back. In December of 70, Ali against Bonavina in New York. I was there. This was the end. 1:30 left in the fight. From nowhere, Ali came through with a left. The crowd screaming. The first knockdown of the fight. He took the mandatory 8. And now Ali is behaving like the old Ali. One more knockdown in this round. The fight is automatically over. Bonavina is running. If he goes down again, it's over. It was over. And for Ali, there was to be the great showdown. Ali versus Frazier. Fight number 1, March 8, 1971. A classic, if ever there was one. Ali had by this time been vindicated by a vote of 8-0 by the Supreme Court of the United States, but that didn't help him against the Frazier left in the 15th. And look at it again. Ali was a tired fighter, and Frazier came up over the right of Ali with that left. He won the decision, and so Ali was uncrowned. An unknown fighter, Kenny Norton, March 31, 1973, San Diego Arena. And still another setback for Muhammad Ali. The jaw broken. Later he would say, it was a message from God, I must work harder. But Norton had beaten him. Still, he came back 6 months later in the Forum in Los Angeles. He fought Kenny Norton for the 2nd time. He was a different Ali, trimmed down. The movement was there. The combinations were there. He won the decision. But there was another score to be even. Joe Frazier. New York, Madison Square Garden, January 74. And what a difference this time. The movement, even the shuffle, as he peppered Frazier with lefts and rights. And again, he had won the decision. He had gotten back at Joe Frazier. But there was another monster around, George Foreman, a pulverizing puncher. And so, Kinshasa, Zaire, October 30, 1974. And the rope-a-dope was introduced. Foreman tired. By round 8, Ali had become the champion again. But there was a rubber match to be fought against the other great champion, Joe Frazier. October 1, 1975. The Thrilla in Manila. The 2 men relentless. The 2 men showing courage beyond all bounds. And Ali drew upon every last resource. And it was Joe Frazier who could not come out for the 15th round. The decline of Ali began there. Landover, Maryland, April 30, 1976. Overweight, out of shape. He tried to show movement, scored little. Most felt Young had won, Jimmy Young. And then the decline continued apace and led to this. February 15, 1978, Hilton Pavilion, Las Vegas, Nevada. And Leon Spinks, a bare amateur really, with only 7 fights behind him, wrested the crown.
The former 2-time great champion from Louisville, Kentucky, in white trunks, weighing in at 212. Muhammad Ali, the greatest.
Notice no expression from Muhammad Ali.
From St. Louis, Missouri.
No clowning. All business.
Dressed in scarlet and gold, the heavyweight champion of the world, Leon Spinks. Leon Spinks.
And young Leon Spinks. As he takes off his robe, you'll see what I mean by tempered steel. That's his brother Michael Spinks behind him. Now, the fight is underway. Ali moving on his toes, dancing. There'll be no rope-a-dope, he says. Spinks pursuing. Ali, the bigger man, with the longer reach. But will he try to mix it up? So far, Ali merely dancing. It'll be interesting to see if Ali, because he's the bigger man, tries to outmuscle Spinks at some point in ring center. Ali with two quick flicking lefts that missed. Ali missing again. That's been a significant mark of Ali during his decline. The absence of timing in his punches. Certainly, he is not rope-a-doping. He is not giving away the round the way he did in the prior fight. As the two clinch, and Ali is willing to maul with him and muscle with him. Spinks missing with the left, trying to get inside. Spinks a brawler. An alley fighter. First round action, and a minute to go. The crowd much more excited than the action has been exciting. Keeps coming at Ali, gets him against the ropes. Spinks, a wild man. The referee finally gets between them. Spinks laughing, looking at the referee, as if derisive, perhaps. Counting down to the end of round one, and the younger man is mauling the older man, not skillfully, but mauling him. We're counting down to the end of the first round. And Ali is missing.